Hey, what's up guys, Steve here, and I wanted to mention I'm currently looking into doing more lists for cards under $1,000 for these auction house recap videos. I should have my first baseball list out this Friday, which will focus on cards from the 80s and 90s, but I will try to continue to mix in these high-end videos now and then for the people that enjoy this content as well. Today we'll be looking at the 20 highest selling football cards from the PWCC Premier Auction for March of 2023. And we get a classic 90s insert to kick things off at number 20 with this 1997 Metal Universe Precious Metal Gems Jerry Rice, card number 84. This was a BGS 8.5 that received 15 bids and sold for $18,000. This is not the record sale of this red PMG, as this exact Jerry Rice BGS 8.5 sold for $25,800 back in October of 2022, and that sale still holds the all-time record sale in any grade by any grading company. The highest comp I could find for this card in a PSA slab was a PSA 5 that sold for $17,400 back in October of last year. Make that back-to-back Precious Metal Gems at number 19 with this 1997 Metal Universe Barry Sanders, card number 162. This was a PSA 7 that received 16 bids and sold for $19,200. These red PMGs from the 1997 Metal football set were serial numbered out of 150, and despite prior higher graded copies being sold in a Beckett slab, this is the new record sale of this card in any grade by any grading company. An interesting note while doing research for this card, the highest graded copy to ever hit the market was a BGS 9 that sold for only $427 on eBay way back in March of 2014. Up next at number 18 is this 2018 Panini Kaboom Patrick Mahomes, card number 27. This was a BGS black labeled pristine 10 that received 16 bids and sold for just over 20 grand. Despite being a pop of 1 in a black pristine 10, this is not the new record sale of this Mahomes Kaboom, as this exact card previously sold for $34,800 back in October of 2021. Coming in at number 17 is this 2013 Topps Platinum 1/1 Travis Kelce rookie, card number 35. This was a PSA 10 that received 18 bids and sold for $21,000. While I do not have the time to research this, I would have to guess this has to be the highest selling Travis Kelce card of all time. An interesting note, this exact 1/1 actually has one prior sell, as this PSA 10 sold for $1,150 as a buy it now on eBay back in May of 2020. Up next at number 16 is this 2017 Panini Contenders Patrick Mahomes rookie auto, card number 303. This was a BGS 9.5 that received 18 bids and sold for $21,600. This price is right in line with the last BGS 9.5 that sold back in September of last year. The all-time record sale of this card is still held by the last BGS Gold Label 10 to hit the market back in February of 2022, and that card sold for $105,600. Coming in at number 15 is this 2002 Topps Super Bowl MVP Tom Brady signed relic. This was a BGS 9 that received 20 bids and sold for $24,600. This is the first BGS 9 of this Brady to hit the market in 2023, and it's down $5,400 from the last one that sold back in October of last year. The all-time record sale of this card is still held by another BGS 9 that sold for $156,000 back in May of 2022. A PSA 9 of this card has not hit the market since August of 2018, where the last one sold for just over 21 grand on eBay. Up next at number 14 is this 2020 National Treasures Justin Herbert RPA, card number 158. This was a BGS 8.5 that received 23 bids and sold for $26,400. This is the Stars and Stripes Premium Parallel that was serial numbered out of only 3. This card might be a reflection of the modern card market, as almost exactly 1 year ago on March 13th of 2022, this exact BGS 8.5 sold for $208,800 at a Golden auction, and that still holds the all-time record sale of this card in any grade by any grading company. Coming in at number 13 is this 2000 Bowman Chrome Tom Brady Rookie Refractor, card number 236. This was a BGS 9 that received 20 bids and sold for $28,800. This is another card that has come down, as there were multiple BGS 9 sales of this refractor for between 50 and 100 grand back in 2022, including a BGS 9 that sold for $135,600. The all-time record sale of this Brady is still held by a PSA 10 that sold for just short of 500 grand at a Golden auction back in October of last year. Coming in at number 12 is this 2018 National Treasures Josh Allen RPA, card number 163. This was a BGS 9.5 that received 23 bids and also sold for $28,800. This is the lowest sale of a BGS 9.5 I could find since December of 2020. Matter of fact, a BGS 9.5 just sold for 90 grand back in October of last year. This is the hollow silver parallel that was serial numbered out of only 25, and the all-time record sale of this card is still held by a PSA 10 that sold for $312,000 at a Golden auction back in April of 2022. Up next at number 11 is this 2005 SP Authentic Aaron Rodgers RPA, card number 252. This was a PSA 9 that received 25 bids and sold for 30 grand. This particular RPA that was jersey number 12 out of 99 has previously hit the market and actually sold for $107,010 at a Golden auction back in March of 2021. That sale still holds the all-time record sale for this card. Kicking off the top 10 of today's list is this 2020 National Treasures Justin Herbert RPA, card number 158. This was a BGS 9 that received 25 bids and sold for $31,200. This is the first BGS 9 to hit the market in 2023, and this price is drastically down from even 2022, where a Beckett 9 sold for 90 grand. The all-time record sale of this Herbert rookie is still held by a PSA 10 that sold for $240,000 back in November of 2021. Up next at number 9 is this 2000 Playoff Contenders Tom Brady Rookie Auto, card number 144. This was a PSA 8 that received 25 bids and sold for $36,000. This card continues to come down, as there were multiple PSA 8s that sold for between 50 and 75 grand just last year in 2022. And believe it or not, despite not being the championship ticket parallel, the all-time record sale of this Brady rookie is still held by a PSA 10 that sold for $2.88 million back in August of 2021. Coming in at number 8 is this 2016 National Treasures Platinum Tom Brady 1 of 1. This was a BGS 8 that received 27 bids and sold for $37,200. This is the first ever sale of this Brady user tag patch 1 of 1 I could find. Up next at number 7 is this 2017 National Treasures Patrick Mahomes Rookie Patch Auto, card number 161. This was a PSA 9 that received 40 bids and sold for $69,000. This sale price is right in line with the last PSA 9 that sold back in July of last year. The all-time record sale of this RPA is still held by a PSA 10 that sold for just short of $400,000 at a Golden auction back in October of 2021. Coming in at number 6 is this 2017 National Treasures Patrick Mahomes Green RPA. This was a BGS 9.5 that received 31 bids and also sold for $69,000. Like most modern cards, this card has really come back down to earth. About 14 months ago, this card sold for just short of $200,000 in a BGS 9.5 at a Golden auction. Serial numbered out of only 15, the all-time record sale of this green parallel is still held by a PSA 10 that sold for $360,000 back in October of 2021. Kicking off the top 5 of today's list is this 2017 Panini National Treasures Patrick Mahomes RPA, card number 161. This was a BGS 8 that received 41 bids and sold for $87,000. Serial numbered out of only 5, this is the first ever sale of this Mahomes rookie I could find in a BGS 8. The all-time record sale of this card is still held by a Beckett 9 that sold for $861,000 at a Golden auction at the peak of the market in early 2021. Up next at number 4 is this 2017 Panini Prism Patrick Mahomes Gold Vinyl Rookie, card number 269. This was a BGS 9.5 that received 44 bids and sold for just short of $100,000. This sale is down as the last BGS 9.5 sold for $126,000 1 month prior in February. Matter of fact, this BGS 9.5 was the first to hit the market back in October of 2021, and it sold for just short of $400,000 at a Golden auction. Serial numbered out of only 5, the all-time record sale of this Mahomes is still held by a PSA 10 that sold for $660,000 at a Golden auction back in October of 2021. Coming in at number 3 is this 2017 National Treasures Patrick Mahomes NFL Shield Rookie. This was a BGS 8.5 that received 53 bids and sold for $138,000. This sale is down $150,000 as this exact 1 of 1 Mahomes rookie sold for $288,000 on eBay back in August of 2021. Up next at number 2 is this 2000 Playoff Contenders Championship Ticket Tom Brady Rookie, card number 244. This was a BGS 7.5 that received 47 bids and sold for $240,000. This sale is down as the last BGS 7.5 sold for just short of $800,000 back in August of 2021, and this exact BGS 7.5 sold for $522,750 back in May of 2021. The all-time record sale of this championship ticket Tom Brady rookie is still held by a BGS 9 that sold for just over $3.1 million at a Leland's auction back in June of 2021. And topping off today's list at number 1 is this 2017 Panini Prizm Patrick Mahomes Black Finite. This was a BGS 9.5 that received 67 bids and sold for $312,000. Thanks for joining me today, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.